I heartily congratulate the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance for presenting a budget that addresses the expectations of the population and gears the economy towards accelerating its graduation to the league of high-income economies. Whatever we would have done would not have pleased the opposition. I must say, now we hear those in the PMSD talking language, trying to make us believe that they are the true patriots, they are real patriots, and as if we on this side, we are unpatriotic. And from questions which they put, from languages which they use, they try to make the population believe that the Labour and PMSD were the best parties which served this country, made it prosperous. And today, you know what they are saying outside? Even the new leader of Labour, we all know who he is, what he is, what he has done for this country. He is saying that we are ruining the country. But I remind them, they were against independence, PMSD. But after independence, they joined Labour government, coalition. They even postponed, they didn't allow election to take place as required by the Constitution. They are supposed to be the best gestionnaire. Where did they take the country to? In 1982, what was the situation in this country? Poverty today, people talking of poverty, despite everything we are doing after a catastrophe, after a cyclone, they still think that we are against Chi Ji-moon. They are the protectors of Chi Ji-moon. But today, despite of all that we are doing, we are being told we are against Chi Ji-moon, that we are heartless, that we don't care for them. There can't be greater hypocrisy than this. But there are some people who don't want to do anything for themselves. They want everything to be done free for them. But this is a mentality that should be changed. And I don't encourage that mentality. And I don't care whether such people vote for me or not. I went to study in UK in 51. I came back in 55. I had to go back to my father's place in the village. The condition was still the same as I left. And to do some work during evening at night, I still had to use petrol lamp. And those people who care for the poor, those people who have got heart, and we are heartless, this is how they treated the population. Each year, budget after budget, the same sort of criticism were made to my government, that we were deceiving the population, that we would never be able to make this country manage by itself. We were blamed all through the same sort of language that I hear today. It's repetition of same mentality, of same wickedness. You know, if I had not taken certain decisions, thousands and thousands of people would have starved and died in this country. The next thing was cyber city. This big mouth of the leader of the Labour Party today. You know how he was criticizing me for that? The reform law. It was going to be a burden on the economy. And he was saying that he's going to help more quickly to ruin this country. These were the criticisms that he was making personally. But today, we know cyber city has become one of the sectors that is most important in this country. And when we talk today of a second miracle, each time I hear them talking, where is the miracle? As if the miracle will be in 9 months, just like a baby that is born. But you know, even the first miracle, it took him 2 terms in government to realize it. I asked them, be patient. But one thing that people in the opposition is lacking is good faith, honesty. They twist the truth and make it as if it is an atom bomb for the population. There is plenty of hypocrisy. Plenty. And these are the people who pretend they care more for this country. The 2018-19 budget demonstrates once again, that the Prime Minister is a man with a clear direction and a kind heart. Not only has he announced measures to further modernize the economy, bring innovation, and accelerate the development process, but he has paid utmost attention to the people's needs and legitimate aspirations. And he has in fact brought an equilibrium. Economy is not neglected. Have patience, you will see the result. I don't say 100% everything is as if perfect. There may be some valid criticisms that can be made. But then at least, what is good, what is in the interest of the country in general and the population especially, should be recognized, should be acknowledged, at least should, if they are real patriots. At least for those things, should have at least congratulated the Prime Minister. But will they do that ever? I'm proud that the Prime Minister has espoused the same philosophy, caring attitude, and seriousness of purpose that has always guided my actions when and whilst I was myself Prime Minister. This brings me to say, without any hesitation, that the country is in good hands, and that with the amount of work being done by the Prime Minister and his government, and with new and innovative measures taken, a second economic miracle is achievable and will be achieved. I must confess that I myself am surprised the amount of energy that the Prime Minister is putting. I was attending a number of activities, but not that many as he does. Never. When I read the newspapers, listened to the private radios, and talked to people from various quarters, it was abundantly clear for me that the population welcomed the 2018-19 budget. I speak of the population excluding those who are against us. Now, I must say a word about two members of the Labour Party who took part in the debates. Honorable Shakil Mohammed. He's a member of this House. I have to call him honorable. But outside, I won't use that word. He talked so much about himself, flattering himself, honesty in him. Remember the past. And that must have been reminding him of what he is saying. Is it correct? Member of Parliament, after all experience that he has had. But I certainly believe, but that was his luck last time in by-election in Katabon. People were asking me, who do you think will be elected? I was never hesitating to say, it's going to be Bulel. Because when I look at the parties and the candidates, it was the only party which could, in those circumstances, get its candidate elected. And it's no surprise, Mr. Bulel. But try to work, although in opposition, do constructive things, constructive criticism, if you really have at heart the welfare of the population. If you curse us, you invent things that are not true to put us down, and you all people say the country is going to ruin. Will that be good for this country and the people? Labour Party, of course, when I mean Labour, it's Labour and PMSG together. You know, I'll remind Honorable Bulel, does he remember Bude report? You know, his father at that time, late Sir Satkam Bulel, was the Minister of Agriculture. And he had given a contract to one of his relatives. Today they are criticizing us that we are helping our relatives, my son, the other's daughter, cousin. But they should be ashamed. This sort of mentality. For people outside, the ignorant people, I would not care. But I think at least people who are elected, who are here representing the population, are intelligent people. Do you expect them to make such cheap propaganda as Papa Pichi? What about Bulel himself? Is he not Pichi so Papa? Well, Mohammed I won't say because his father is not here. He's outside. Therefore, in life,
Honorable Shakil Mohammed, you started it.
What order?
I have called him to
What order do you want me?
No. Honorable Jagru. Now, Honorable Jagru, that's the third time I'm calling you to order. Honorable Jagru, are you ignoring me? Please, proceed.
Madam Speaker,
You continue.
I will ask him, this member, to go and read his speech, which he made here. See the qualifications he has used. I never stood up to say, call that fellow to order.
Honorable Shakil Mohammed, order, please, order. Honorable Ariram, I'm on my feet. Right? Honorable Shakil Mohammed, Honorable Bulel, please, not from a sitting position, I'm on my feet, and everybody should be silent. Honorable Shakil Mohammed, yesterday, when you were having your speech, you said all sorts of things, sometimes acceptable, sometimes not acceptable. But let me tell you, don't argue with me, let me tell you that the Honorable Minister Mento sat there quietly listening to you, and even when other members were interrupting you, you know what he said? I observed. And he said, no, laisse-les causer. That was the situation yesterday. Right? Now, I would appeal to you, because all members of this House, each one of you have the responsibility to uphold the dignity of the House. And I rely on you to do that. Please proceed.
Honorable Shakil Mohammed, he talked about unemployment. The gimmicks of Honorable Shakil Mohammed have never impressed me. But despite that, I've listened to him very carefully. Honorable Bhagwan. And also, other member criticized the Commissioner of Police and blamed me for not sacking him. But they should have told me what crime has the Commissioner of Police committed so that...
No reply should be given. Please. No.
I didn't ask you.
No, because you made a remark. Honorable Bhagwan.
Yes, because you criticized.
Honorable Bhagwan, please. Don't interrupt the Minister. No, he mentioned your name. He's rebutting your arguments. That's all. Yes.
It is very easy to say, sack so-and-so, sack so-and-so. But, well, I am working with the Commissioner of Police. And I am satisfied with the work he's doing. Why should I sack him? I came to know the Commissioner only when I became Prime Minister. And although, if I had been a real criminalist, I could have appointed somebody else as Commissioner of Police. From all the names I looked at, their past, I came to the conclusion that this gentleman is the right person. Because of rumors, because of bad words invented against him, so I listened to that and kick. I'll spend all my energy kicking. As regards the allegations and insinuation of MP Mohammed regarding the Commissioner of Police, I will qualify them to bullshit. And later,
Don't use that word.
Later in
Honorable
my
Minister
speech,
Mento, I am sorry, but please withdraw that word.
said, I'll replace it by cowards. Every time. The way Honorable Bulel deals with the matters in this House, I've come to the conclusion that I shall tell this to the House. I hope the good doctor remembers his anatomy. If not, let me remind him. The human brain is made of two halves. There is a left side and there is a right side. Unfortunately, listening to what he has been saying all the time, there appears to be nothing left. And on his right, and there is nothing right, which is the unfortunate conclusion that nothing right is left on his left. The opposition in front of us has gone to the extreme of ridicule. They have become laughing stocks. From ordinary men in the street to even individuals, intellectuals, and people whom they call the capitalists. They all tell me it's a very good budget. And they tell me that it is the first time that this country is having such a budget. And Honorable Leader of the Opposition was right a moment ago when he said to Deputy Prime Minister, you are reserving it for after elections. Therefore, it is an admission on his part that after elections we are coming back. He criticized left, right, and center, while at the same time trying to demonstrate that he was a better Minister of Finance. A better, not butter. And that the previous Labour PMSC government was a better one. But his comments prove that he never believed in l'Alliance Le Peuple. Last Monday, right on the onset of his speech, the leader of the opposition, and I quote, said, "We are in obvious economic decline under this government compared to 2014. As if 2014 we were living in a paradise. Every time Labour PMSD come back, it's a curse to this country. Even in 2014, everywhere, every sector, there was deficit. Even casinos. And let me remind this House, without announcing it in a budget, I put this in practice 1983. I promised nationality and our passport to those who would come and invest in the country. You know the effect of that? How many people came? And but after years, you know what these people did? They went back to their country. And here they are trying to make us believe that we are selling the country. If I could have, I would have sold them. I condemn the cheap accusations of the opposition when they were in government. They gave nationality, they gave passport to South Africans. And I won't say to what type of people. of South Africa. From Tamarin, you go around the coast, Rivière Noire. They have settled down there, I don't know how many thousands. No Mauritian is allowed in the vicinity there. There is no access to go to the beach. And then some people shout to the nous la place. Where were they? And you know, they are practicing a real apartheid over there. These people criticizing us should be ashamed of what they have done. In March 2011, answering to a PQ from the then MP Siraton, the former Prime Minister said, I quote, "The CCTV surveillance system is a very effective tool in the fight against crime. The use of CCTV surveillance systems fits in the overall vision of the government for a safer Mauritius." They don't like to see Mauritius become safer because we are here. I do not see any danger for public life in this government if this government is going ahead with a safe city project, which I have been supporting myself fully. Only those who contravene.
Mr. Mento, I'm sorry, it's 1:30, and I don't know for how long you have. If you have for another half an hour, then we better break for lunch, and then we come back, you start again.
Yes,
if you don't
Madam
mind.
Speaker, I am being a bit long because I have to answer to these.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind you being long. But what I'm saying is that it's 1:30. We may come back after lunch and you continue your speech.
Yeah, it will be another half an hour.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I suspend the sitting for 1 hour for lunch.